In this video, I'm going to show you how I make golden paste using organic turmeric root powder, also organic black pepper because you need freshly ground black pepper. The brands I'm using are Star West Botanicals, and organic coconut oil, and it should be cold pressed and unrefined. The brand I'm using is Members Mark, but as long as you're using organic products, those are preferable for making golden paste. Golden paste, you might be wondering what it is. Turmeric is a spice that has anti-inflammatory properties, so it's really good for a number of health issues. I give it to my dogs, especially Angel, for her arthritis and hip dysplasia. And I take it myself. So, and these are the molds that I will be using today. These are coffee bean molds. What I really like about these little coffee bean molds, I have 6 of them right here. There's 55 little molds, little holes here, and they each are a 1/4 teaspoon. So it's really nice for dosing because when you start taking golden paste, you usually start off with a low dose and then you can gradually increase it. So that way you already know what the doses are in these. The reason I use these for my dogs is because they're not fond of the taste, and I freeze them. So once I have the golden paste in here, I freeze them. The next day, I pop them up, put them in a Ziploc baggie, and store them in the freezer. And then I just take them out every day. So, and hide them in their food. So it's much easier for them to take like that. I used to use these molds here. They're really cute. They're bone-shaped molds. But I find that it's easier to just do everything in these coffee bean molds because you have to fill each one of these bones pretty much by hand to get it, without being all messy and stuff. So anyways, that's why I like these coffee bean molds. So these are the ingredients, and I will show you how I make this. And also, by the way, I will be leaving links below so that you know where you can purchase these items. So I put a 1/2 cup of the turmeric powder in a pot on the stove, and I'm going to also put about 1½ cups of water. So I'm going to stir this and bring it to a boil. And once it comes to a boil, I'm going to let it simmer about 7 to 10 minutes. And this recipe I got from the Turmeric Users Group on Facebook. I've been making this for about 3 years now. I learned about it. A wonderful veterinarian started the group and came up with this recipe for the golden paste, and I used it with one of my other dogs, and now I continue to use it because it does have such good health benefits. So it came to a boil, and now it is simmering, and it's already getting nice and thick. So I'm going to stir in this coconut oil with the golden paste. And the last thing I need to do is add the freshly ground black pepper. I didn't grind it yet, so I'm going to do that next, and I will show you how I do that. So I just added almost a tablespoon. You can use 2 to 3 teaspoons of the ground black pepper, or the black pepper. And this is my little Proctor Silex coffee bean grinder, and I got this to specifically use for making golden paste, and I will just grind it up now and show you. Okay, so I've got my black pepper in my little coffee bean grinder, and that's all I have to do is just press a button, and it makes it real nicely brown pepper. I just add the pepper to the turmeric and the coconut oil and the water and stir it all up. So I've started, so it looks like a nice creamy consistency, but you can see how thick it is. So, and the color golden paste. So I'm not a doctor, and this is not a drug. This is a food, but it does have very nutritious properties to it as an anti-inflammatory. But I recommend, if you want to take this or try it, always check with your doctor first to make sure that you're not on any medication that this could contraindicate. You don't want to take this with, some drugs that you shouldn't be taking it with. But other than that, it's a nice alternative to taking drugs for my dogs. I don't like them to have to take any kind of drugs, and this is really nice for the arthritis, as well as for my arthritis. So now I'm going to fill my coffee bean molds with the golden paste. I have 4 of them on a cookie sheet, and I will be putting the other 2 on a cookie sheet as well to fit them in the freezer nicely. Okay, so here is my first batch of 4 coffee bean molds filled with golden paste. These will be frozen overnight. So I've got the other 2 molds filled, and these are going to be frozen as well. Now, I highly recommend that you wear an apron while you are working with golden paste because it will stain. So it's a good thing to make sure that you don't have good clothes on, that you don't want to get stained, but it's worth it for the benefits. And this is my bag of frozen golden paste. So there's over 300 in there, and they're easy to give. Okay, so I just put her golden paste inside her meatball, and there she's going to get it now. Good girl. He's going to get hers too. Good girl.